Florida District 13 in the State House, our next guest enlisted in the United States Navy in 1979. Served for 20 years to retire as a Lieutenant Commander of Aviation Maintenance Officer, Meritorious Service Medal, 2 Navy Commendation Medals, 2 Navy Achievement Medals, National Defense Service Medal, Overseas Ribbon, 2 Coast Guard Special Operations Ribbons, and oh, by the way, she's an expert pistol medal holder. Appointed by President George W. Bush to the White House Presidential Scholars Commission, to the Veterans Disability Benefits Commission, formerly the Florida Department of Veterans Affairs Executive Director, please welcome from the 13th District, State Representative Jennifer Carroll.
Thank you, everyone, for that warm welcome. And yes, we do miss President Reagan, don't we? I truly appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here today, because it is important what you stand for, and it's important that we stand up for country. You know, when the Tea Party began, the pundits said that this movement will not last. Well, you showed them, didn't you? You have lasted, and you will stay lasting and standing stronger than ever before. You will remain strong as long as the liberties and freedoms and basic fabric of our nation is threatened. We will stand arm in arm with Democrats, Independents, Republicans, No Party, Green Party, and any other American who wants to bring our federal government back on track. In his defense of sound constitutional statesmanship and his stance against the prevailing abuse of misgovernment, said, "All that is required for evil to prevail is for good men to do nothing." Today we are here to defend the Constitution against the abuse of government. We're here to not let the abuse of misgovernment prevail. The Tea Party movement is an organic, not an astroturfing. The movement is a passion and a hard work of God-fearing, love of country citizens. The Tea Party has engaged itself in campaigns, recruiting new, bold candidates that support and understand the role of government and will uphold the Constitution they swear to defend. The Tea Party is training and recruiting candidates to run for office, and if these candidates, after getting into office, lose their way, they too will be removed by the Tea Party movement. The Tea Party understands that the people control the government and this country, and not the political class. The Constitution does not exist to give government the right to trample and interfere with our rights. That's just the opposite. The Constitution exists to set limits of government over us and our rights. When the federal government started encroaching into our lives by overtaxing and redistributing the wealth, demonizing hard work, taking away the incentive to work, punishing risk takers, punishing success, taking away the hope for the future, taking away opportunities, and not encouraging people to take personal responsibility for their actions, that's when they turn a blind eye and snub their nose at our Constitution. The federal government has spat in the face of our founding fathers and have torn the basic fabric of our republic. In the past 2 years, we have seen over $670 billion in new taxes that were passed into law, further burdening American families. We have seen brand new entitlement programs and an increase in social welfare. Ladies and gentlemen, our founding fathers are rolling over in their grave of this abuse. We are seeing a federal government that's operating against the will of the people. The federal government is heavily seizing tax dollars from the producers. In 2010, we had more net tax consumers than we had net taxpayers. Our national debt has quadrupled in just 2 years, and that debt is eroding our children's future. The Constitutional Budget Office stated that if this spending fiscal path that we're on continues, our country will not be able to sustain it. Today, government is in the business of taxing our labor, and we will not stand for that. The IRS has grown as a Gestapo of bullying, fearing, and scaring Americans. And if the Obama health plan stays in effect, the IRS will become bigger and stronger and will become out of control with no oversight. This is not our founding fathers' envision for this country. We will not stand for it. We will not take it, and that's why you're here today. If the Obama administration was so concerned about hungry people, they would provide jobs because families cannot eat health care. The Tea Party is not going to let this abuse continue. We are tired of being pushed around by the bully federal government, and we're not going to take it anymore. What we need is less government and more freedoms. What the federal government needs to do is to make the Bush tax cuts permanent. And not only stop there, create more taxes that will increase private sector jobs, encourage saving and investing, and allow Americans to keep more of what they earn. Our country does not need any more bailouts, and we need government to just get the heck out of our way. When Americans are able to keep more of what they make, unemployment will come down, new companies will be created, and families will be able to have a better quality of life. The Tea Party members, if you support our country's Constitution, if you love this country and will not stand by while it gets eroded, then I encourage you to do not back down, remain vigilant, and continue to aggressively speak out against our out-of-control government spending that has devalued our dollar and weakened our country. Stand together to defeat this madness of the federal government and say you will not be pushed around anymore. I encourage you to maintain your energy and commitment to bring America back on track. Tea Partiers, America is depending on you to protect and defend individual liberties and economic freedom. Thank you so much for being here today and for your involvement. May God bless you, and may God continue to bless our great